Hey everyone, and welcome to Business Boutique. I'm so excited because today we are sharing with you another exclusive training lesson from our Business Boutique Academy video training library. Today's lesson focuses on answering the question that I've gotten a few times over the years. When do you throw in the towel? When do you just change courses or pivot or do something different because what you're doing is not working? Sometimes it's hard to know. Do you push through and really try to make it work, or do you give up and do something different? Today's lesson answers that exact question, and hopefully it will help you understand how to discern those tough moments if you find yourself in one. Check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back. For this week's Academy video lesson, I'm going to be answering one of your questions. We got a great question in a recent coaching session from Tanya. Here's what Tanya asked. She said, when do you know when to give up? When do you know when to change your marketing strategy or your selling strategy? I have tried for 2.5 years and it's just not working as I wish it would. It's so frustrating. What Tanya's asking is, when should you throw in the towel, right? Like, when do you give up? Here's the short answer. Never. Never quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Just kidding. There is a time to change course, and every business isn't forever. Maybe it was just a season, or maybe it turned out to be different than you thought it would when you got into it. Whatever the case may be, you might be asking yourself that very same question. When is it time to give up? I want to give you 3 situations. These are 3 situations where you should quit or pivot. There are probably more, but let's talk about at least 3. This is going to help you know when you should keep going and when you should change your plan. The first situation is this: if you don't love it anymore. You know, when I was doing research for Business Boutique years ago, I asked women how they define success. And so many of them did not say money. They didn't say flexibility. They didn't say how many team members they had or how many locations they had. Many of them said, I love it. I love that I get to do this thing. They even said, the moment I don't love it, I don't want to do it anymore. See, if you don't love this thing, you don't have to do it. This is your business. If you keep showing up for a business that you don't love and you don't want to do, you're putting yourself in a self-imposed prison. Now, if you can find a way to love it again, that's great. Do it. Dig deep and rekindle that fire that you had for this thing. But if not, if your heart isn't in it, your heart is telling you that that season or that journey is over. You know, this idea of doing what you love is so important to me and the entire Business Boutique brand. It's the reason our entire tagline is equipping women to make money doing what they love. If you don't love it, you don't have to do it. But if you can find a way to love it again, this is something you can push through and pivot and try something new. Okay, so let's talk about the second situation in which you should quit or maybe pivot to something different. The second situation would be if you don't have a why. You guys know in the Business Boutique plan, the very first step of the very first tier is your why. Why does this matter to you? Why is it important? Why this thing? Your why informs everything else in your business. It's the entire foundation of your whole business plan. Why you do it will always inform how you do it. And as Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So if you don't know why you do it, or you don't have a why, people don't have anything to buy. This is really important. So maybe whatever why you had when you started is gone. Maybe you had a why then that made sense for that season or that stage of life, and that no longer applies. Maybe you started this business because you were at home on maternity leave and you had some short-term goals and you wanted to make some extra money and be home with your baby for, the first year or 3 years of your baby's life. And after that, and your baby's going to preschool, you're like, you know what, that why is gone. Now I'm ready to do something different. Or maybe the goal that you set for this business is gone. Maybe you met the goal. Maybe you exceeded the goal. Maybe it's not even a goal anymore or a priority anymore. Maybe, for example, you wanted to pay for Disney. And so you started this business to earn extra money. You saved up the amount of money for Disney. You went to Disney. Disney was a great time. And that goal is met. And the why is no longer there for that business. And so if you don't have a why, if you don't have a reason for doing it, that's definitely an indicator you might need to do something different. Your work needs to have purpose. And if your purpose is gone, it's time for you to leave too. Now, the third situation is a little bit different, so let's talk about this. Your work needs to have purpose. And if your purpose leaves, it's time for you to leave too. All right, so we've talked about if your heart's not in it, situation number 1, or if you no longer have a why for this business, situation number 2, it's time to talk about the third situation. The third situation would be if you can't make money. Again, let's take this back to the Business Boutique tagline, equipping women to make money doing what they love. And if you can't make money, then you probably should find a different business or a different dream to chase. Now, I want to clarify something really quickly though, because I very intentionally said, if you can't make money. This is different from the fact that you might not be making any money right now, or you don't know if you will make money, but you literally can't make money. These are different things. Let's say that this business does not solve a problem for the marketplace. It doesn't have a market that will buy it. It doesn't have profit earning potential. It's too niche or too weird or too complicated or whatever the reason is, but this business cannot make money. That would be a situation in which you should quit or pivot and do something different. Now, if you're asking if it will make money or why you're not making money, that's different. I want to help you clarify if your business can make money. Here's how you know if your business is capable of earning money for you. If it solves a problem and it has a market. If it solves a problem and has a market, it can make money. Because what you're doing through your business is you're charging people, your market, to solve that specific problem. If you solve a problem and you have a market, it can make money. So don't get distracted by the fact that you aren't making money or you haven't made money or you don't know if it will make money. All of that is hypothetical. You may have a different root cause that you may need to deal with of why you're not making money right now. But if you solve a problem and you have a market, you can make money. If you can't, then you definitely need to quit or pivot in this business because we are in business to make money. If not, you've just got a hobby. So let's recap the 3 situations in which you might want to quit or pivot. If you don't love it, if you don't have a reason for doing it, and if you cannot make money, it's time to move on to something else. However, if you do love it, if you do have a why, and you can make money as I just described, all you need to do is dig into identifying what the root of the problem is. Is it your marketing strategy or your selling strategy? If it's not working, change it right now. Is it your website design that's hard to navigate so people leave? Change it. Is it that your images have bad lighting? Fix them. Business is one big experiment, and we are always testing and iterating to do more of what's working and less of what's not. You never hit cruise control or set it and forget it in business. If things aren't working, try new things. And this is true for all of you. Another great resource for y'all is the other Academy video lesson on split testing. If you haven't watched that, I want you to watch that next. That's going to help you identify what is going on in your business and what you can change in order to fix it and improve those things. Okay, so let's talk about your action step. Your action step for this lesson is to determine if you should change courses entirely or if you should just change your strategy and push through and keep going. I'll tell you, I'm a little biased, but I hope you find a way to push through and keep going. You've got this. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you are interested in joining the Business Boutique Academy to get more lessons just like the one you just watched, you can click the link below to find out more information.